Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Thursday, June 1st already, and we have a couple of really nice days coming up, and in fact maybe even be able to get 2.5 days or so, as we could start out Saturday with sunshine. Right now it looks like temperatures today and tomorrow will be in the low 70s to the mid 70s, and I think well into the mid 70s for the day on Friday, and possibly in the mid 70s on Saturday, especially if that cold front can hold off a little longer and we see a little more in the way of sunshine. Again, the headlines will be, we'll have an active weekend coming up. Looks like the best bet for showers and thunderstorms. Can't rule out a shower Saturday morning. Best bet is, though, we actually hang on to some sunshine. We'll see showers develop later in the afternoon and thunderstorms Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then it's kind of showery pattern into early next week. Right now, I'm expecting most areas to see between a ½ inch and about 0.8 of an inch here through early next week, with locally 1 inch amounts. And again, this would be into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, as we expect a pretty unsettled weather pattern to hold. If we look at the web shot this morning, you can see Middleton getting ready to have a busy start to the day with probably some wheat or corn going out. And if we look at some temperatures back in 1934, June started out quite warm. 99 degrees the first 3 days in June back again in 1934, so a very warm start. Nothing like that is expected around here, but we will see some pleasant 70s here over the next few days. If we look at the growing degree day totals, you can see we're starting to add them up now, and I'm going to have some comparisons side by side with each of these years. I'll work on that today. And if we look at the growing degree days, now these are as of March 1st from the Michigan State weather program they got there, and you can see pretty similar, probably about 40 more growing degree days, 50 more growing degree days, just because of the earlier start. We did have a fairly warm period in March. And if we look at some of the growing degree days by location, this is a 50% plant date, and this is the ones that I really follow throughout the year. You can see Blissfield a little bit behind some of the previous years, which do include 2016, 15, 14, and then of course the terrible year 1992. And so these will be updated each day on the website, and so you can look at those a little bit better on your computer screen than you can on this video. And if we look at Breckenridge, you can see we're actually doing quite well, right about normal so far for the year. And if we look at Brown City, again, they're doing quite well as well as Clarksville. We only have one comparison, and that is the normals, and these are taken from the Ionia weather site. And if we look at the area of Newaygo, you can see also off to a pretty good start as well. And hopefully we'll see temperatures at least near normal here over the next 10 days before I think we have a shot at seeing some quite a bit warmer air, maybe around the 6th to the 10th of June. But we're going to have a cool pattern in for much of next week with highs mainly in the 60s. If we look at snapshot, you can also get off our web page there for each location. You can see kind of a little more of a visual look to the precipitation for the growing season. And this is from March or April 1st, and we take it all the way into September. And if we look at the 21-year comparison here in Breckenridge, we're about in the middle of the pack. So again, not too bad. This is a nice, gives you a nice idea of where things are trending at our location anyway. And if we look at the temperatures out there this morning and the soil conditions, no rain since midnight, and mainly in the mid 50s to upper 50s at the different soil depth levels. A couple locations low to mid 60s. At Breckenridge and at Blissfield and at Breckenridge. And if we look at the next screen, you can see the current conditions out there this morning. A little bit on the chilly side with temperatures in the 40s to the north, low 50s to the south. And if we look at the radar, nothing out there for the Great Lakes, although we will see some of that activity move in for Saturday. It just depends on how quickly that front heads this way. The warm front that'll be lifting in our direction. Again, right now we could start off the day with some sunshine, and it's going to be a mild day. And if we look at the weather map this morning, you can see that high pressure system that was off to the west has now moved into the Ohio Valley, and that's going to begin our warming trend. So we expect temperatures to warm up quite a bit over the next couple of days, well into the 70s. Would not be shocked tomorrow to see some locations, maybe even touch 80 degrees tomorrow. And if we look at the weather map for the day on Friday, you can see that warm front coming closer. We begin to get into the risk of area of showers, but this will be for very, very late Friday night. And again, I think the best chances are to hold off until Saturday afternoon for many areas. And then by Saturday, that warm front closer, we're in the middle of at least a low chance of thunderstorms, probably a 30 to 50% chance. and then we'll see that unsettled weather continue into early next week as well. As far as precipitation, this takes us into 1 p.m. Saturday, and I put that down there because our state track meet is being held this weekend on Saturday, so hopefully the weather hold off for much of the day there. And then over the next 7 days, though, you can see much of the Great Lakes expecting an inch or more of rain into southwest Ontario and across northern Indiana, Ohio. Again, a pretty wet period coming up, and we do need the rain just as long as it kind of knows when to stop. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.